Capri, Quan, everybody in 2024 made hundreds of thousands of dollars from the clothing brand, including me. As you can see, I made $366,000 in only 2024 with just one of my clothing brands. Now, if you're actually serious about starting your clothing brand in 2025, I'm going to give you the entire guide A to Z, and make sure to watch to the end because I'm going to be revealing my ad strategy that I used on Facebook ads to actually scale from $10,000 to $60,000 a month. And if you don't believe me, I have two $60,000 months, and my name is Dan, so let's just jump straight into it. So this right here is one of my clients. We spent $5.7 thousand and made back $30,000, which means that every dollar we're putting in, we're getting around $5 to $6 back. And I'm going to be revealing the exact strategy and how you could do the same exact thing to your brand. But first of all, let me tell you about the 100K brand outline. You probably heard me talk about this, but I'm going to be getting super in depth, going over every single part so you can apply all my sauce to your clothing brand and actually run up your 100K month. So the first thing is you need to have a really solid niche. And I have a couple brands right here that we can look at. So whether you want to do a gym brand, an anime brand, a streetwear brand, you want to have a subsection of a niche. The more specific you get, the easier it is to blow up. So just think about it. Brands like Supreme, even though they're streetwear, they were initially skateboarding, or Stussy, which was initially surfing, or Young LA, which now makes streetwear stuff, but initially it was specifically just gym stuff. So right here are some of the brands that I decided to show you. This is a gym brand. They make super specific gym content in the gym, and the more you can niche down, the easier it is to blow up. Here's another brand, Peace and War. If you're in the streetwear niche, you probably heard it, but it's not just streetwear. It's specifically more like American war themed, like it says in the name, Peace and War. As you can see, American flag everywhere. And I guess they took down their posts, but let me just show you. If we go through their tag, they were dropping a lot of war related stuff. Like their most popular hoodie was this one right here. It's another military themed thing, and the military trend and the American flag trend have really been taken off right now for streetwear. So it was really good time to hop on the trend and just run it up. Another brand, Bravest Studios, they're really niching down into just footwear now. Before they would drop a lot of clothes, as you can see, like this, but nowadays they realize that shoes is what works, so they've been just running up these shoes right here, especially these fluffy clogs. That's kind of what started it all. And before, actually in the past, they had a different niche, which was just mesh shorts. So that's how they really started. If you go back in the past, as you can see, they have mesh shorts, because that's what was selling for them. They found a new niche, and now they're attacking this niche, taking it over completely and milking it until it's dry. So take whatever you're personally into, take your passions, take your hobbies, and try to convert it into a brand, whether it's streetwear, whether it's a gym brand, whether it's anime, whatever it is. Try to get as niche down as possible. That way that there's already a community that's hungry for these pieces, that's hungry for these clothes, and you attract them, and then boom, it's super easy to have a little fan base. And especially if you're passionate for this stuff, you'll know how to make content for it, which means that it'll be much easier for you to get views and much easier to sell pieces. You'd be surprised, but this right here is one of my clients or one of my students, and they actually went absolutely insane. You would never think that this random brand, you probably don't even know what it is. I didn't know what it is, but apparently it's some board game, or it's Warhammer, I don't know, it's some video game, and they decided to make a clothing brand out of it. And even though it doesn't look like they're making a lot of money, they only have 200 likes, 300 likes, they are absolutely printing. So as you can see, they've done $50,000 this year, and their ads are absolutely printing. They've spent 3.5K and they made back almost $30,000, which means they almost 10x their money. And you would never ever in a million years guess that by their page that barely has 2,000 followers. So remember, niche down and pick something super specific that you can piggyback off of that already has an audience. Now, once you have your niche, you could just hire a designer and get all the designs made. That's not what this video is for. This video is here to teach you how to actually make money from your brand, how to actually milk every single dollar out of your customers, and how to hit your first 10K month. So when you finally have your designs, I'm going to show you exactly how you can design your website to get sales, to get a high conversion rate in order to pretty much milk every dollar out of everybody that goes onto your website. So this right here is another one of my clients, and they're absolutely printing. We just started selling online, and as you can see, their website is super simple. You don't need these animations, you don't need these fancy fonts. You just want to have it super simple. And remember that most people are in mobile, so you want to look at your website in mobile. 90% of your traffic, not like 99% of your traffic, people on their iPhones or their phone. So first thing you want is a header at the top with your logo, super simple. Then obviously you want a banner with people wearing your items. You want people to trust you. That's the biggest issue with these websites. People don't trust you. They don't think these items are going to ship. They don't think they're real. So what you do is you want to want to calm down their nerves. And how you do this is by showing them these pieces are real, people are wearing them, and then I say over 1,000 items sold, so people know it's legit. Then super simple white background product shots. This way that there's no clutter, they know exactly what to click on, whichever item it is. And the most important part at the bottom is FAQ, change, production, updates, where to contact. The customer doesn't feel like, oh, what if they scam me, or what if they run off, or whatever. They have emails where you can contact them. They have shipping stuff, they have return stuff. And also what's really, really important is to have an FAQ also on your product page, because not everybody checks on the home page. Now you might think this is super simple. Well, it really is. But now this is some sauce right here. I'm going to tell you exactly how you take this simple website and get significantly more sales than any of your competitors. Number one, you offer free shipping over $100. Biggest killer of a purchase or a conversion is when somebody goes to checkout and it's like an $8 shipping fee and they're like, oh, that's not what I expected to pay, so they close out of the site. So what you do is right here at the top, right here, it says free shipping on orders over $100 and everything under $100. So this way, still get some money if it's under $100, but it's not too much to where the customer runs away. And also this way, the customer will be incentivized to purchase more items. This will increase your AOV, your average order value, and you will make significantly more money. What also helps with this is actually having an upsell plugin. So pretend you're a customer and I'm adding something to the cart, boom, you get hit with this. Add $40 to get free ship. So they see that they're this close to free shipping and they get a variety of options they can add to their cart right now. And this just makes it easier for them to maybe add another item. Okay, I want this item, boom, they just throw it in. And then now it's that much simpler for the customer. You want to make it the journey purchasing super simple. So that's how you bring up your average order value. That's how you get more money out of people. And that's how you have a very clean website. Now let's actually talk about creatives and pretty much the images, the videos that you're going to get to run ads on. So you don't need anything super extravagant. You don't need anything super fancy. You just want it to pertain or actually like align with whatever your niche is or whatever you chose to make your brand about. So as you can see, this gym brand just spams a bunch of gym content and they don't always get crazy views, but they get decent amount. They get at least 10K a video. And then every once in a while, they get a super viral video that hits like 1 million views and it absolutely prints. Like this one got 100K, this one got 100K. That probably brought a lot of customers to the website. So as you can see, the same brand, Peace and War, the war theme brand I told you about, posts so much on TikTok. And look, super simple. Just show off the product. If it's really niche enough, people like it. If it's a good product and if it has a specific audience that already wants this product, you're gonna pull views no matter what. 20K, 20K, 10K, it's just gonna do good regardless. And every time you have like a crazy piece, it's gonna do even better. So just don't overcomplicate it. You don't need to do all this crazy stuff. Literally simple stuff like this, videos like this, model photos like this are gonna do super well. As long as they're aesthetic, they match with your vibe, they're gonna print. All the clients that I have literally just run ads on product pictures like this and videos like this and on body shots like this, and they always print. They do so well. Because think about it, people are so tired of seeing ads. They're so tired of all this promotion. When you show them something super casual like this, it seems way less like spammy, way less like an ad, and it just seems like something that is organic and they're way more likely to engage and purchase. This right here is another one of my clients. They only have 12K on TikTok and they don't even get that many views. Like this got 3.6K, this got 22K. It's just somebody literally walking, showing off the item, nothing super complex. But this video, this specific video had an 11 ROAS, which means every single dollar we're putting into ads, this video was getting us $11 back. That is insanely profitable. That was really good. And like, you don't need fancy stuff. You just need simple stuff on body, match your vibe, match your aesthetic. And the more content you make, you want to post so much content. You want to be posting at least one reel a day, one TikTok a day. You can post the same content for reels and TikTok. Honestly, I recommend at least twice a day if you're starting out. The more content you're putting out there, the more likely there's a chance that it's pretty much gonna go viral and you're pretty much gonna get a video that's gonna blow up. And also you're gonna have a lot more content to run ads on. And for ads, we'll get a little bit into that later. But for ads, the more content you have, the more testing you can do until you find a winning ad that's gonna scale up and just absolutely rip. Pretty much like this one, which got an 11 ROAS, you could take this ad and up the budget and just run it up crazy, so it makes you a bunch of money. So there's obviously flats, there's on bodies, fit pics, you know, just show off the vibes, and there's the white background. The white background ones are obviously the ones I showed you for the website. Those are just literally good just for the site. You don't really need this otherwise. And then for reels and photos, like I said, you just need flats and you just need on bodies. So depending what your niche is, like for gym, you don't really need flats, it just be on bodies. But for streetwear stuff like the cement background, super aesthetic, you can do that and it looks really good. Now let's actually get into the fun stuff, talk about the marketing. So we just kind of went over a little bit of the organic marketing, but let's talk about influencer marketing. So a lot of these brands that I told you that post these aesthetic videos, aesthetic photos, a lot of them use influencer marketing. So that's why it's really important to pick a niche that you're actually passionate about, you're in, so you know all the influencers, you know people that are in this niche, you can send them out pieces. What I recommend doing is just making like 20 samples, ordering mini bulk and then shipping out like 10 pieces, 20 pieces to a bunch of different influencers. And what you do is you can give them their own discount code, and every time anybody purchases with that discount code, they actually make money. That's the exact strategy I used to make a bunch of money. And by the way, guys, if you're actually serious about running up your clothing brand in 2025 and you want to make your first $10,000 month and consistently hit 10, 20, 30K a month like I do, click the link down below. We can talk one-on-one and see how we could scale up your brand. I've done this for myself, I've done this for my clients, and I can do this for you. If you're the type of person who's willing to put in the work and the effort and actually wants to make money as a partnership, let's do this, bro. Click the link down below. But either way, right here with this affiliate program or this ambassador program, I've made $5,000 and all I've had to do is pay $490. How it works is you give influencers their own discount code, and every time they get a sale for you, they post TikToks, they post Reels, and every time somebody buys using their code, they get 10% of that sale. This way, whenever you just ship out your pieces to influencers, there's a way more likely chance they actually wear the pieces, they post the pieces, promo it. They want people to buy because the more they buy, the more money they make. And if you're just starting out, this is a super budget friendly way to grow your brand, because a lot of these micro influencers already have really tight knit, close fan bases that really like how they dress and they want to be a part of their aesthetic. So emails are really, really important. And there's two types. There's email automation, there's email campaigns, there's SMS automation and SMS campaigns. So there's two different types of email and SMS: campaigns and automations. Automations are things that run in the background, and campaigns are things that you have to manually send out every time you have a new drop, or you just want to update the customer and tell them that, hey, we still have these products on our site. So these are super important. For example, here are some of my examples. They made $3,000, $1,000. Campaigns are just super mandatory. Like this made 2.4K. It's kind of when you notify your customer whenever there's a new drop. Here's some more examples. It made 2.8K when we sent out SMS to 5,000 people. This made 1.5K when we sent out emails to only 1,200 people. So if you're not sending out emails yet, you're just completely missing out on free money, because emails cost literally pennies to send. I think it's like $20 a month, and we get to send out unlimited emails. So let's go over the campaigns a little bit. So this campaign right here made 1.5K and it had a 50% open rate. You have to be really careful with the open rates, because you see before their open rate was really bad, 2%, 3%, and it was making almost no money, and we were sending it out to 8,000 people. But once we took them out of spam, they started going to only 1,000 people, but these people are a lot more active, and that's why it brought in a lot more money. And again, guys, if you want to actually learn how to do this yourself, or you want me to help you with it, just click the link down below and we'll have a one-on-one call. But let me actually show you what the email looked like. So the email, super simple. It's Black Friday, and then I just show the products a little bit, and this is, you can make Photoshop, Figma, there's a bunch of different apps to make this in, but pretty much they get this email, they click on it, they go to the website. It's that simple. And for SMS, even simpler. So let me just show you what this looks like right now. You're probably gonna laugh because it makes so much money and it's so simple. So this is what we sent out pretty much right here. Okay, fine, here's a gift, and that's like the first notification the person gets. They'll click on it, and then boom, right here, early access password, and then spend this, make this. That was pretty much the offer we were running. And yeah, they pretty much made $2,000 just from that, a simple text. And they actually messed up by not attaching an image of the drop, but if they did attach an image to the drop, we'd probably even make like 3 to 4K off of that one text. So the SMS is a little bit more expensive, and I think it actually cost $500 to send this campaign. Yeah, it cost $560, but we made 2.8K, which is absolutely beautiful. Now let's talk about automations. Automations are insanely important. A lot of people sleep on them. This is how you make your ads super profitable, because imagine that there's a funnel, and step one is bringing in traffic to your website. So the ad brings in traffic to your website, and then these people go to their cart, they add items to the cart, they browse the website, but they don't purchase it. Let's say they look at a couple of items, they leave, or they add something to their cart, the shipping is too much, so they leave. Later on in the day, they'll get an email, hey, you left this in your cart, or we saw you looking at these items, here's 10% off. And you pretty much incentivize this person to come back to the website and actually purchase them. So this is insanely important, and this will make your ads much more profitable, because a lot of these people that would have been lost otherwise actually come back to the site and finish their transaction, finish whatever they were buying. So there's 7 main flows that I recommend for every brand to have: abandoned checkout, customer reactivation, abandoned cart, order confirmation, order follow-up, and then product abandonment engagement split. This is one of my favorite. That's when they don't fully buy the product, and then it splits into 2. So if it's over $100, they get bigger discount. $50, I don't think they get any discount. This way your order is profitable. And then obviously a welcome flow. A welcome flow is really important. A welcome flow is pretty much a pop-up. Whenever somebody actually inputs their information, their phone number and email, they're gonna get a text and they're gonna get an email, hey, here's your 10% off discount. And they go to the website and they purchase, and as you can see, it does really well. We made 1.6K off of it. Overall, we probably made like over $5,000 off flows. Super, super important for every brand. And now let's talk about the thing that you were actually waiting for. Let's talk about the ads and see how you could scale up your brand to that first 10K month with paid ads. So let's go over the ad account of one of my clients that is insanely profitable. Check this this out. 12 ROAS, 9 ROAS, absolutely beautiful. We got 233 purchases for $7 each, and pretty much every dollar we were putting in, we're getting $10 back. So we spent 1.7K, made back $16,000. Ridiculous. This one we spent $688, we made back 8K. Absolutely beautiful. And how you do this is, again, having a good niche, good content, email and SMS. If you have all that set up in the background, ads are actually really simple. It's a very basic ad structure. There's ABO, there's CBO. I'm not gonna exactly get super deep into that. If you are more interested about that, comment down below and I'll tell you a little bit about CBO campaigns, ABO campaigns. Pretty much just like testing and scaling. It's different stuff. But what we did with this client is we did a lot of testing. As you could see, we tried here. It was not super profitable, so we tried other stuff. This specific content did really good. Absolutely ridiculous. 15 ROAS, 100 purchases, 7.4K, and we spent $400. Absolutely out of this world. So if we actually go into the ads, I'll show you that we tested so much content. So we tested 14 different pieces of content until we found a winner. And now let me show you another one of my clients that actually tested even more content. So as you can see, this client tested over 54 different ads. We set them all up for him, and we were going through one by one. That's why it's so important to have so much content until we found a winner. Eventually we found winners. This like $7 cost purchase, $9 cost purchase, and we started running those up. Like this got 25 sales, this got 5 sales, 4, 40 sales. Like all these, well, eventually once you find a winner, is absolutely print. How you do this is by having a testing and a scaling campaign. So for this client, we were testing something else different. We kind of had one campaign structure, but usually you have a testing campaign just like this, and then you split the photo and the video if you want. That's what I prefer to do. And then you just upload all the ads. Once you find a winner, you pretty much take it right here, you click duplicate, and you duplicate it into your scaling campaign where you spend a lot more money. So let's say for the testing, you're spending $50 to $100 for 10 different ads. So it's going $10 per ad. Find a winner, duplicate it to the scaling campaign. The scaling campaign is only going to have like 5 winning ads in it, and you're spending $100, so you're spending $25 per ad. Usually you want to be spending like $200 in your scaling campaign, you know, spending more money because those are actually profitable and you know that they're already going to make you money. There's also retargeting campaigns where you pretty much have ads go back to the people that engage with it. So you can set it up to where if people comment, if people like, will tap on it, or they look at it a little bit too long, you can run the ads back to them because you know they're higher intent, they're more likely to purchase because they already engaged with ads. So there's a lot of setup for meta ads. Once you get it rolling, it's super easy to scale up. And if you guys are actually more interested about running ads, comment down below and I'll make a video about it. But again, guys, if you want to scale up your brand, if you want us to help you with this, if you want us to help you with entire setup, make you money, help you get your first 10K a month, just click the link down below. Let's make some money together. And I hope you guys run up your brand for 2025, and I'll see you boys in the next one.